Pokemon Go versus OpenStreetMap.
Man, this is sad. The fact that you would like go in and like alter this project that a lot of people have put a lot of work into just to catch some like dumb little digital, essentially a trading card.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
Yeah, I'd be like $10, please. And I'd take them in the backyard and be like, oh crap, the beach was here a while ago. Look, it's not on the map anymore.
Nuclear fusion experiment exceeds an important limit.
I thought Tokamak was a rare Pokemon. Well, this is all like way over my head, but good for them, I suppose. I had no idea what a Tokamak was before you told me this.
Well, you still don't know.
I'm hopeful to see fusion within my lifetime. I would like to see that.
Hello, how the tech are you? This is our weekly tech show on Echoplex Media. I am historian Matt. I'm a co-producer and co-host on this show, and my other co-hosts will introduce themselves for their segments. But I'm gonna just jump right into my stories. I got a fun one and another interesting one, but we'll get to it. But my first story is on Pokemon Go versus OpenStreetMap. What am I talking about? You remember Pokemon Go, right? Then people are actually still playing that game. But if you don't remember, Pokemon Go is an augmented reality game that uses real map data so people can walk around and catch Pokemon and like as if it's in real life or something. But unfortunately, Pokemon Go at some point switched to using OpenStreetMap. And OpenStreetMap is basically an open source map and mapping software where the map itself is kind of updated in a similar way to Wikipedia. I don't know if they have, I think it's pretty much similar. I don't know how many controls they have over the map, but that kind of is a problem because what's currently happening is Pokemon Go cheaters have figured out that they can just go into OpenStreetMap and change the map to cause rare Pokemon to spawn wherever they want. And specifically, there's a new rare Pokemon. There are two new rare Pokemons, Wiglet and Wugtrio, which only spawn on beaches, and that is causing fake beaches to show up all over OpenStreetMap. So what do you guys think?
Man, this is sad.
Yeah.
I think it's
just all of like the whole story, every detail of the story is very sad.
Yeah.
The fact that you would like go in and like alter this project that a lot of people have put a lot of work into just to catch some like dumb little digital, essentially a trading card.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
And what's even worse, I didn't write it in my notes, but since they don't know how often Pokemon Go actually updates their maps, some of these updates are probably not making it in the game anyway, so their cheating isn't even working. So they're just altering the maps, messing up maps for no reason at all.
And somebody else has to go in and fix it.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it's funny. I mean,
it's kind of funny.
I don't think anybody's going to like go to like, you know, Winchester Boulevard or something in Campbell because they think there's a beach there. So
yeah.
or whatever, you know.
I mean, but who knows what was like actually supposed to be there is now messed up, right?
Right. Yeah,
people aren't going to go to the beach, but they also aren't going to know what is actually at that location.
Or imagine like you move into like a new house and then all of a sudden like some strangers are showing up at your house because they think it's a beach.
Yeah.
I'd be like $10, please.
You just roll with it.
Yeah, I'd be like $10, please. And I'd take them in the backyard and be like, oh crap, the beach was here a while ago. Look, it's not on the map anymore. Well, it's more like
fair enough.
It's like more. I think more the problem is like if you own a business or whatever, right? And now people are looking for your business and they can't find it because there's now a beach where your business used to be, like on OpenStreetMaps. I don't think most people actually search I think most people still use like a search engine to find the location of a business, but still, like if you're using something powered by OpenStreetMaps, maybe in your, you're like, oh, I need some lunch and there's a great lunch spot, but Billy decided that now that lunch spot is actually a beach because Billy wanted a Pokemon, and now you're going to miss out on the best sandwich in whatever city you're in because the OpenStreetMap doesn't know there's a great sandwich shop there or whatever. I don't know. Does even I don't even know much about OpenStreetMaps. Do they have like businesses and stuff on it, or is it just for navigation?
I didn't look it up. Back when I used it before, it was just for navigation.
By the way, Billy's Wiglet Ruined My Lunch is the name of our new show.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Thought that was going to be your new deli.
Okay.
Name of your new deli.
Could be could also be like a indie rock band name.
Yeah.
Billy's Wiglet.
Billy's Wiglet. Yeah. All right. What do you got next, Matt?
All right. Moving on to something a little more serious. So basically, nuclear fusion experiment exceeds an important limit. And what am I talking about? Well, it all has to do with nuclear fusion. And basically these tokamak reactors, which are based right now are best bet for controlled nuclear fusion that will actually be used to generate energy. But and tokamaks are basically, they create a big donut of plasma that then generate the nuclear fusion in them. Now, before I go much further, I want to mention that I am not a physicist, and this is not at all a topic that I know real well, but I read the article and I'm trying to summarize it the best I can. I don't know all the details, but hopefully I didn't oversimplify it to make it understandable, but we'll get into this. It's interesting and has a lot to do with, green energy and stuff, which I like to cover. So basically in 1988, Martin Greenwald proposed an equation that included a limit on how dense the plasma in a tokamak reactor can get. And exceeding this limit would cause the magnets in the tokamak to fail to contain the plasma and melt the sides of the tokamak reactor itself. Kind of having a bad day in that respect. But since the power of a tokamak is proportional to the square of the density of the plasma, this limit also acts as a limit on the power output of the tokamak. This means either the tokamak would have to be like really huge or have absurdly high plasma current to actually work to the way people want. So both of which would actually make the tokamak prohibitively expensive either to build or run, depending on if you made it big or had so much power in it. But an experiment performed at and I'm not sure how you're really supposed to pronounce it, but I'm going to call the DIII-D National Fusion Facility in San Diego was actually able to exceed this limit. And there's more details in the article. They've actually exceeded by a significant amount, but not like an amazing amount. It was about 20%, so clearly exceeding it. And what they did is basically from what I can tell, is they just came up with new math and a new method of running the tokamak that was able to exceed the limit. And there's more details and how this whole limit thing works, but it's really good news. It means that likely the bigger fusion reactors are out there, the bigger tokamaks that people are working on, that they expect to actually make more energy and become a working reactor and a fusion, energy provider. They think that'll actually work and be like a sustainable price, and there'll be good times forever after. So I want to end with this final. There's a joke that goes around, that flies around with these fusion reactors, and basically that fusion reactors have been 30 years away for the past 70 years, but maybe with this new change that they found, maybe it's only 29 years away. What do you guys think?
Is tokamak? I thought tokamak was a rare Pokemon.
Yeah, you can only catch a tokamak at a nuclear reactor.
That's right.
Let's not tell people that, my God.
It looks like a donut, a plasma donut.
So yeah, this is all like way over my head, but good for them, I suppose. Like, people think that scientific discovery happens like overnight from one smart person. It's this great man of history thing, but that's just because it gets unveiled or whatever when it's working to the point that they could call it a great new scientific discovery. But trust, everything that you use is iterative, and so this is progress, and we're getting there. Yeah, fusion is supposed to be one of the silver bullets that's gonna help us a lot as far as getting off of fossil fuels and making cleaner energy with less waste. And but yeah, we're not there, and boy, oh boy, have we used a lot of electricity trying to get there. So I do hope we get there.
What we want is massive cosmic power, itty bitty living space.
Ooh, I mean, is there room for a studio? That's fine. Or do you mean living space for the cosmic
you'd have to
power?
ask Genie. That was a reference to the Disney's Aladdin. It's a joke Genie makes about his lamp.
Oh, yeah. This is real good. I had no idea what a tokamak was before you told me this.
Well, you still don't know, but
no, I still don't know.
Maybe it's a little closer.
I still think it's a Pokemon.
Yeah, this is cool. I'm hopeful to see fusion within my lifetime. I would like to see that.
Well, it's only 30 years
Not
away.
Sure that it's going to happen. I mean, obviously it depends on when I die, but hopefully I'll die far enough in the future that I can see fusion before I kick the bucket.
There's lots of people working on fusion right now. Lots of different versions or different methods for creating fusion. As I said, tokamak is probably the furthest along and most likely to be the one that we go with, and it's doing well. And for comparison, like I think right now, I think there was a recent article way back, we may have even covered it, where a tokamak reactor created like just a bit more energy than was put into it. Although there's a lot of caveats with that, because it was actually, even though it made more energy than what was put into it, there was actually even more energy that was used to put the energy into it. So it was still behind. But from what the article says, they're trying to get to basically like 10 times. So, or they said it was like Q equals 10, which basically means it's generating 10 times the energy there's 10 times the energy output as was put into it to start the reaction or to run the reaction. So making it sustainable and generating enough energy to actually be useful. And this new discovery, they're like, so since they don't have to work, they have a workaround for this limit, which they're really worried about. Apparently they will be able to get to that level, or they foresee it anyways.
Well, yeah, good for them. Good for them. I wonder if if when and if this comes, if it'll make my power bill go down, because that would be great, but probably not.
Probably not. Yeah,
they'll find some reason to keep you paying that amount.
Actually, they'll be like, "This is better energy. You have to pay more."
Yep.
You know about the tokamak? This is the tokamak tax. This has been How the Tech Are You? It is our weekly tech show from Echoplex Media. You can visit our website, echoplexmedia.com. For more information about the broader project, and click the support tab. You could do things like buy a light to replace the one that went out that you might have noticed during the show. Have a great tech and week. You'll see videos and stuff right here.